What's up folks, it's Chili here, and it is finally time to try out Age of Mythology Retold. The game is finally launching. If you got the premium edition, you get to play it today. You're getting it a week early compared to the official release. For everyone else, the official release is on September 4th, which is just a week from now. I believe that what you're seeing on screen right now is the release version of the game. So we no longer have all the restrictions on the creator preview. We are just trying out the real game. And oh man, I need to go slow. We're just gonna try out one thing at a time. Let's start with just the campaign. I'm not gonna click anything else. I don't want to spoil anything. I'm just gonna click the campaign and we're just gonna take a look at it. Okay, this is already looking pretty different. Okay, that was definitely not in the original.
That looked like Varys.
Oh, they kept the
It's
same
been a
Athena.
long time since you sent him to the underworld, Arcantos. Fighting old battles again?
Yes, old enemies.
Wait,
I still see
did they
them
change
here.
Arcantos' voice?
You have won more battles for Atlantis than can be counted. Faced opponents no other man dared fight.
That was long ago. Today, Atlantis' enemies live only in my dreams.
Yo, this
I
sounds
face
so
feeble
good.
pirates
This
now.
sounds exactly like the old Arcantos.
Believe Atlantean. Atlantis
voice is
still has
uncanny.
enemies, and
Yeah, how
you
do
are
they-
still the
how do
one
they
who
do
will
that?
face them.
Any who threaten my home or my family will soon have a place in my dreams.
God
These
damn, that
are
sounds
enemies
so
unlike
similar to
the
the original.
others.
Hold on. We're gonna do a side-by-side comparison real quick.
Any who threaten my home or my family will soon have a place in my dreams.
Any who threaten my home or my family will soon have a place in my dreams.
Man, I don't know how they did it, but they found the perfect dude to revoice Arcantos. Did they find the same guy or something? That's really impressive. Okay, now we can
These
go
are
back.
enemies unlike the others, Arcantos. Do not let your guard down. Dark times are coming, and you are needed.
It's kind of interesting that Athena gets the Greek accent while Arcantos now has an American accent. It's a little bit weird, but
Awaken.
eh.
Admiral! Sir,
Yes?
we've sighted land on the horizon. We should reach Atlantis soon.
Excellent. It will be good to see
Okay,
my son
there's
Castor.
smiling portraits now. Man, the new water graphics just really knocked it out of the park. You know, I gotta say, I'm pretty surprised. I didn't think they'd actually do it. They actually changed Arcantos' voice actor. I wonder if this means that they'll change other characters' voice actors as well.
You cannot ignore the omens, Arcantos. Lord Poseidon's
Okay,
displeasure
well, Krios is
clear.
the same.
We must help break the siege at Troy.
Troops we send now will be lucky
Okay,
to arrive
what
before the
is
fight
that
is over.
face?
Even if they do, their only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not a task for an admiral.
Wow, that was impressive. That was like
Shame
one-to-one
Agamemnon
with
if
what
we
the
sent
original
one of
voice
your
acting was.
junior-
Yeah, we're pausing again. I don't think you guys understand just how accurate this new voice acting is compared to what we had previously.
Troops we send now will be lucky to arrive before the fight is over. Even if they do, their only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not a task for an admiral.
Troops we send now will be lucky to arrive before the fight is over. Even if they do, their only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not the task for an admiral.
Troops we send now will be lucky to arrive before the fight is over. Even if they do, their only task will be to show the banner of Atlantis, not a task for an admiral.
I mean, what can I even say? It's just crazy how on point they got it. It's like the AI generated the new voice from the previous voice. It's that accurate. That low-key might not even be a joke. Also, shout out to my boy Castor over here, sporting some fancy new digs in the release version.
Officers, he already complains that we do not pay enough
Now I'm
attention
kind of
to the
wondering, like,
colonies.
why did they even need to do
No,
a new
it
voice
must
actor
be
then?
you.
Could they not have just used the old voice acting? I guess the files just aren't transferable or something? That Kraken is way too big to be next to the beach right there. Okay, let's not jump into gameplay here. We're gonna stop with the first impressions. Let's do another voice line comparison. So I complained about this one in my previous video where I talked about how Retold's voice acting wasn't quite capturing that Disney-style campy vibe. And also the characterization of Arcantos was just all wrong. And instead of Arcantos being kind of a haughty admiral, he was more of a Boy Scout.
That's a fine start. What about the other armies?
I'm happy to say that the devs definitely addressed this. In a moment, I'm going to play the new voice acting side by side with the original version of the game. And I want you to notice just how damn similar they got it. They got it exactly on point.
As the
As the
commander
commander
here,
here,
I have already taken care of the plans, Odysseus. You and Arcantos will take your armies and start the siege of the gates.
That's a fine start. What about the other armies?
Ajax and I will keep our men in reserve.
When you get through, Ajax will rush his men in to clear out the Trojan defenders. Then I will enter and rescue Helen.
I mean, holy shit, is that uncanny or what? To me, the attention to detail there is just really, really impressive. How did they do that? That was black magic. Also, this is kind of fun. I'm noticing that the portraits also got updated. We've got Agamemnon looking a lot more full of himself and Odysseus looking a lot more weathered. Oh my god, he aged. Finally, I want to do a quick look at Ajax's voice acting. I remember it felt a little bit off. We'll see if they change that one as well. Here's the scene where we first get introduced to Ajax in the original game.
And look at this. Ajax, I'm surprised to see you still drawing breath.
These Trojan dogs keep trying, my friend. Good to see you again. Who did you upset to get sent so far from home?
These Trojan dogs keep trying, my friend. Good to see you again. Who did you upset?
Well,
These Trojan dogs keep trying, my friend. Good to see you again. Who did you upset to get sent so far from home?
To be honest with you, I can't really tell the difference between the beta and the release version. I think it's the same voice actor, just a different take. The main thing that stands out is the fact that in the beta version, Ajax gets cut off as he's doing his little monologue. I think for me, I would definitely have to go with the old Ajax. There's just something about his like kind of biker-esque voice that really stands out. That being said, I don't hate the retold version. I just didn't grow up with it, so it feels a little bit weird. Oh, and I almost forgot. There's one more character I'd like to show a side-by-side comparison for.
And he strides among the treetops, and is taller than the trees, and his voice through all the garden is thunder sent to bring. What is it, Kemsit?
And he strides among the treetops, and is taller than the trees, and his voice through all the garden is thunder sent to bring. What is it, Kemsit?
Yeah, the original voice acting for Gargarensis is just, it's hard to beat. The new one's good, but it's giving more, my Arrakis, my Dune. Whereas the old one just has the vibrato, it has a much deeper and much richer voice. I mean, I'm probably just nostalgia blinded. The new one's alright. We'll give it one more side-by-side comparison.
Giants and the genii, multiplex of wind and eye,
whose strong
obedience broke the sky. Zenkamos.
Oh man, what a way to introduce a villain. I am so hyped. Alright, so that's it for these first impressions and this little peek into some of the more finalized voice lines for Age of Mythology Retold's campaign. I'm really curious to know, what did you guys think about it? I know for myself, last time when I tried the campaign in the beta, I was thinking that it diverged so far from the original game that I loved, that I honestly felt like the campaign was not a must play, and I was even doubting whether or not I would even recommend it to folks. Now that they updated the voice acting, honestly, that kind of did it for me. I didn't think the devs would be able to do this. Hell, I even recommended that they break this out piecemeal and release the different campaigns as DLC. The crunch must have been insane in the team. I'm still kind of baffled about this. There's so many voice lines in the campaign, and I didn't even cover this in this video, but they added completely new art for all the god portraits. I'm gonna have a separate video coming out about that one. All in all, to me, the campaign is now a must play, but hopefully if there are those of you that have seen the campaign already, or have seen my criticism for the campaign, maybe you'll be convinced as I was. I think it's in a way better state, and I can't wait to keep on playing. For those of you that got the premium edition, I will see you online. For everyone else, I'll see you in the game in just a week, but I will have way more Age of Mythology Retold stuff coming out shortly. That's all for me. Stay frosty, stay chilly.
Where to now, Arkantos?
Back to Atlantis. This was a welcome break from chasing pirates, but I need to return home.
Well, pirates or not, you need to get your boats repaired.
You don't think they can make it to Atlantis?
No.
There is a port not far from here, Ioklos.
I'm sailing there. I can show you the way and get someone to work on your ships.